Hey guys, my name is Katelyn Salva, and I'm an art therapy major, and my research question for this essay is, what is the relationship between mental health and sleep? So when I kind of started thinking about what I wanted to do for this paper, I originally started with my major because I knew whatever topic I chose within psychology would be very interesting to me, and I would definitely recommend choosing a topic within your major because it's kind of this interest that will make you more inclined to do the research and read these articles, because if you choose a topic that's really boring, it's just going to be a hassle to do all this research. You're not going to want to read all these articles about a topic that you could not care less about. And so it was just kind of that idea that led me to psychology topics. And I mean, if you really think about it, how much sleep have you gotten this past week? If you've gotten over 8 hours of sleep, that's amazing. It's really rare in college students because even myself, I struggle to get that 8+ hours of sleep that we're supposed to be getting. And it was kind of this idea that led me to my topic, because I kind of started thinking about, what is this lack of sleep doing to our mental health? Because we're always told if you don't get enough sleep, your mental health is going to decline, but no one really talks about all of the severe consequences that could actually result from sleep deprivation. So that was my idea going into this, and because this is such a relatable topic for college students, I figured I would make my audience college students, because I think it's really important to be aware of what these consequences could be for getting a lack of sleep, because at the end of the day, you might not know that your attention is being affected and your decision making will be affected simply because you're tired. So I thought it was really important to just kind of raise that awareness and make sure that people know what can happen if they don't get enough sleep. But as I continued doing my research, I ended up using the library databases. I definitely recommend doing that because it filters through all the information for you and it's super easy to use. So definitely recommend doing that. But when I started using the databases, I typed in just general phrases like sleep psychology, and I started realizing with every article I read that people don't lose sleep through any fault of their own. A lot of the time, it's just these external factors pushing them to stay awake or get up earlier. And it's because of these factors that are ultimately causing us to lose so much sleep. So, for example, here at Seton Hill, you might have a night class, and then you're expected to go back to your dorm and do homework after that. And then you're expected to wake up for your 8 a.m. class, and you might have to do athletics somewhere in there too. And it's all of these things combined that ultimately makes us lose sleep. It's really not through any fault of our own. So it was because of these findings that I ended up actually structuring my essay towards schools, not towards college students, because I really thought it was important that schools work to raise awareness throughout their campuses or communities to really make sure that their students are aware of what's going on. But also throughout my essay, I definitely talked about how schools should take into serious consideration what their start times are doing to their students and how that can affect how they do in school and just their mental health in general. And I actually have a quote that kind of discusses the issues with this, start times. And it's from the director of the Center for Pediatric Sleep Disorders. His name is Richard Ferber, and I'll just read it off. He says, "A youngster who gets up at 6 a.m. on weekdays and then sleeps until noon or later on weekends is experiencing a Washington to Hawaii time zone change twice a week." And I thought this was just insane, because I sleep in on the weekends because I want to catch up on all the sleep I've lost, and I'm sure many of you can relate to that. And the fact that it's because of we're waking up early for school all the time, especially for high school students. They're obviously waking up early consistently, and you're exhausted, so you want to catch up on sleep on the weekends. But by doing that, it's negatively affecting you. So it was just kind of things like that that led me to discuss these topics with schools in mind rather than college students in mind, and that's how I ended up with my final paper that I will be turning in. Thank you.